In the beginning, there was darkness. And then there was a person who said, "Let there be light." That person was God. And during the thousands of years of God's creation thriving, there was one God in particular that was there in the beginning. The first God that came to be. That God. The second God, you could say. The God was named Inkar, the God of the Void. Inkar grew. Inkar was the second God amongst to the God who created everything. But he grew tired of his. But Inkar grew tired of his insolence of being known as a joke. Inkar wasn't exactly the most popular amongst the gods, since he was only in charge of one place, and that place was the void, and the void was complete darkness. While other gods were in charge of entire galaxies, Inkar was only in charge of a single dimension. Inkar became envious and jealous of all gods, so he brought to the table a new age. Whence there was a meeting that only comes around every thousands of years for gods to attend, to create something new for the universe. And as all could see, throughout every single universe of any god, pretty much everything has been thought of, except for one thing. Inkar brought to the table a weapon that could not. Inkar brought to the table 5 weapons. Weapons that if one could find, they would be above them all, even all the gods that were there. The gods were obviously hesitant to this idea, but as Inkar explained it, they would hid the weapons in not just in one universe, but in separate universes. So many universes that would be extremely dangerous, and will find the person extremely lucky to find them if they could handle their power. The gods were still worried about this, but they agreed, even though out of all the mistakes, gods do not really make mistakes. In fact, this was the first mistake ever made by the gods. When the gods agreed to the idea of forging these weapons, it was not an easy task. The weapons were forged by sacrifice in plead. The creation of the weapons was so horrible. The gods had to create an entire world only dedicated to their creation. It was called the Forge of the Gods. A total of 5 weapons, and a 6th weapon that was forgotten about, that was never finished. The 5 weapons that were finished, though, was a ring, a shield, and a mask, and a sword. The shield could control time. The ring has yet to be determined of its power. And the sword had the power to kill anyone it wanted. It was given the name, the Sword of Tality. The sword that can either grant immortality, or fatality, or die-tality, or any kind of tality. The ring, like I said, the ring is still be determined, but the gods obviously knew what it was, what the ring could do, but each weapon was blessed with a different thing. Like obviously the shield could control time, but the mask and ring and the weapon that was never finished are the ones that still lie mysteriously unknown of their power. And in speaking of the weapon that was never finished, there was actually originally supposed to be an axe, which was going to be the 6th weapon created. But it was never finished, because the gods that were forging the weapons sadly didn't make it. Yeah, the weapons that were forged even took the life of many people who were even considered gods. Lots of gods were fell that day fell to the thousands of years it took to forge the weapons. But once the weapons were finished, the gods that were left send them out to the weapon, send the 4 weapons out that they called the artifacts. They were sent to the 5 different dimensions in the hardest places they could find. Some were even in the center of the planets, guarded by godlike creatures. And those who would even find them would be granted the power of the artifacts. The artifacts alone makes whoever wields them the most powerful being in their universe. Just imagine what would happen if someone was to wield all 5. And like I said, the axe was never finished, but it still had potential, and the axe still lies at that very forge. But the Forge of God has since been forgotten and abandoned. Not a single god has stepped foot there in centuries. But now, instead of the past, we focus on the future. Sorry guys, I kind of lost track of what I was doing, so we're gonna have to be sort of off topic now. Anyway, when the gods created weapons and sent them to their universes, we will now follow the story of those who have found it, and those who have traveled to, and when we went to the lengths to have the artifacts. And it begins now. Scan terrain. Terrain scanned. Universe 117. Well, what the? Haven't seen anyone in this universe for a while. Where'd you come from? I swear I looked over there. I'm a lizard. Camouflage. Guys, no more distractions this time. Anyway, what are you here for exactly, miss? No, wait. Let me guess. The artifacts. How would you know? Well, that's right. The lizard guy, the lizard cyborg, has one of the artifacts. How did you get that? Certainly wasn't an easy task, but you could say it was actually kind of easy. You see, when I was on my way to collect the ring, I actually saw a warrior who was actually pretty good. He actually was fighting the monster that was guarding it. And when I was getting ready to fight in to kill the guy who was fighting it, I saw the guy was actually doing pretty good. So I let him finish the fight. When he did, he killed the monster and took the ring. But when he put the ring on, oh, he was fried like a fish stick. He didn't taste like fish though. That's gross. Ugh. I'm a lizard angel. I'm a cyborg lizard. You gotta do what you can. Anyway, when he died, when he died, I found the ring. When I got the ring off his finger, I was hesitant to put it on, but when I did, I felt the pain, obviously, of the power, but the ring somehow found it to be bonded to me. You heard the stories, right, of the ring, of the artifacts. The artifacts choose of someone who was built with a body Living with your family is nice, but it also sometimes has consequences. In the ring somehow bonded to me. Yeah, the people who say of the stories of the artifacts either choose the person who are worthy, or they have the right body power, or they're just strong enough, or they have ancestry blood of a god. I didn't hear that last part. I haven't heard that last part before. Yes, I am actually a bloodline of aliens. Well, not aliens, lizard creatures. We were actually a lizard. We were actually a world that thrived off the remains of humans that we were destroying and devouring. And as we were learning how to develop our own technology, we were forging our own weapons in becoming our own machines. Why do you think I look like this? Do you think a lizard man like myself would survive will survive this ring if I wasn't to look like this? What do you want? What do you want with that ring? What a lot of people want with this kind of power, A ring with power, a weapon with power that can destroy, a weapon that can destroy anything, even the universe they reside in. The wielder reside in. The person who wields one of the artifacts becomes the strongest in their universe, and that's what I did. Wait, you destroyed the universe I was from? Yeah. I told you I got the ring from a person. I didn't say that person was human. You destroyed your own universe by taking the ring from one of your own people that were killed, and you said you ate the remains. I wasn't. Well, I didn't say I was a normal person from my world. I was kind of an outcast, or what they'd say, a psycho or a crazy guy. But my mind is stable now because of the ring. Without the ring has somehow improved my mental health. It made me from becoming a total psycho to a man of knowledge. That might be what the ring is for. That might be what it's called, since it has no name. So as the wielder, I shall call it the Ring of Knowledge. And if you want it, little lady, you're gonna have to take it from my cold dead corpse. Alright, you ready to get this going? You're in a rush. Well, I got more worlds to explore and more artifacts to find. Ready? Born ready. Quick hand movement. What do you mean hand movement? Nothing. Those are wondering. I'm talking in my head, by the way. Yeah, I know about the fourth wall. Anyone who knows the Ring of Knowledge can break it now, apparently. Well, not anyone who knows the wielder. So let's keep this between us. Anyway, what do you say we get this going? Anyway, I know I said we should get this going, but I have more important things to attend to, so let's just finish this. Arohara. Narokrana. No, the ancient chant of every artifact has an ancient chant. Rajakrana. the chant can destroy the world, the entire world, the universe that we thus reside in. Narakata! He'll destroy this entire reality along with me. But since he has the artifact, he'll be fine. I gotta do something. Kranohona. Tagakrata. Wait, I know what to do. Only take one. Naramhona. Kranadahana. Good. Naro Karatis. Naro. Das. Ah. No. You have. Now what? All that knowledge that was in my brain, it's gone. I feel like my brain just got burnt. It feels like a part of my brain just got burnt out. Just got burnt out. But the memories of the knowledge still lie inside. Our world is not what it is. The people, the will, the real, the fourth wall. It's all still in me. How did you do that? Speed or drugs. Allows anyone to move at certain speeds. You don't know what you just did. My arm's not growing back. Must be a side effect of the red dismemberment. You have no idea what you just did. The ring chose me. The artifacts don't choose their owners. They choose someone, and if they get killed, they go into somewhere else. That doesn't matter. You have no idea what damage you did to me. The ring. I'll be taking this. Thank you very much. You have no idea. Huh? You think you're worthy? The ring only picked me because it saw something in me. And what do you have that the ring will want? Next said the crazy guy's back. Come on, think about it. You really think you're worthy? The guy I took it from, died because he wasn't. You think you could survive what it did to him, what it did to me? Just so you know, the ring of knowledge grants you knowledge that can even make you go crazier than how I am now. The only way I actually managed to sustain my knowledge and my sanity that I managed to pick up, I only sustained my sanity back once I put the ring on, because I figured out how to use it to my advantage. And you took it from me, so I might have a fried brain. But the moment you put that ring on, you will see what I see. What everything really is. And just so you know, you won't like what you see. So, let me ask you something, Huntress. Do you really want that sacrifice? Check for life signs. Life signs 0. It is dead, my lady. The knowledge of the ring will drive you crazy. I shouldn't wield this power, but I can't let anyone else get it. Good. Hoping no one can find it in there. Clear. I'm alive. Thank God. Thank God for that life support thing. She made it with the ring. I'm stuck here. But wait. When I had my mind stable, I remembered that I installed a feature in my eye that can open a portal to the world when the ring is going. Let me see. Wherever the ring is, it's in a really wet place. I don't know where that is. The girl must have taken it and thrown it somewhere. Like maybe in the ocean. She went to another reality, and I'm afraid when she left, she cut off her location. But no problem. Lucky I can travel the worlds too. My mind may be in a scramble, but I will find that ring in the other artifacts. If it's the last thing I do.